All right, hey everyone. This is Jordan from my crypto. I'm a big fan of Dark Forest. I played a lot of it, and you'll see me in the Telegram group a lot, helping people out, answering questions. And one of the main questions I see asked fairly often is actually just how do you capture a planet, or why am I not able to capture this planet? Like, what's wrong? So there's a couple things to note. First of all, here's some of my planets that I have captured. The white circle around it means you own it. If there's no colored circle around it, that means that it is currently unowned. You'll see the owner is 0x00000. This means it's not owned by anybody. Whereas if you click on my planet, you'll see the owner is @SpenceCoin, and that's me. So we have a planet here. We own this. We want to capture this planet. Now this number at the bottom corresponds to the number of, or the amount of energy that needs to arrive to the planet for you to capture it. However, it's a little more complicated than that. This planet has a defense rating of 300, which is essentially a factor of 3. So that means that there's energy, 100 energy times 3 is 300. So to explain that a little bit better, the defense rating is a multiplier on the energy cap and the current amount of energy that you have. So at maximum energy that this planet would have, 2,000, it would have effectively 3 times that much defense. So if this planet had 2,000 energy, someone wanted to take it from you, they'd have to send 3 times that amount to capture it. So it currently has 100 energy and a factor of 3 defense. So that means that you need 300 energy to capture it. So let's show you an example. So we want to capture this, right? So this is one of our other planets. So we can send 700, we can send 1.4 thousand, or we can try sending 140. 140, already we're not sure if that's enough energy because we need to send 100, and this bar, or this dotted circle, means that this is how far you can reach. So we can reach this far, but we can't reach that far with 300 energy. So let's try upping this a bit. Let's try 560 energy, which is 40%. Okay, so we would reach the planet with 230 energy, which effectively means it would take off 77 out of that 100 energy that's required to cap it. This is still not enough. So let's up it even further. 700. So if you see this, we'll reach the planet with 300 and some odd energy, and effectively, with the defense in mind, that will be just more than enough that we need to capture it. So let's initiate this transaction. Usually it goes pretty fast. All right, transaction confirmed. So now this transaction is in progress. Now, it'll take 660 seconds to get there. So that's like 10, 11 minutes. So I'm not going to sit here for 11 minutes and show you, but it will reach this planet, and I will then own that planet, and it will have taken the energy down from 100 to 0 and then back up to 2. And then I will now own it, and it'll now start generating energy on its own for me. I think that's all that really needs to be explained. But the most important thing is to note the energy decays over time. So if we wanted to send energy from this planet, if we wanted to attack a planet right here, we'd attack it with 2,000 energy. But the further away we want to capture a planet, the energy degrades. So if we wanted to capture a planet outside of its range, we need to up the energy that we use. Another thing to note is that the background of your space corresponds to the natural amount of defense that planets have. So the black space, this is like deep space. It's really cold, it's scary, it's, you know, whatever. The lighter blue is regular space. The darker blue is nebula. So the planets in the nebula, they're kind of like a safer space, which means that the defense of these planets are naturally higher. So this planet right here in the nebula has 400 defense. This one has 400 also. This one also has 400. 600 on this one. So it would take a lot of energy to steal these planets from me. So they're a relatively safe space. However, they're not very large planets. They're not really worth stealing, to be honest with you. But once you get out into the deeper space, these planets have less natural defense. This has 200. This is 200. These tinier ones, 200. Now we're getting into more valuable planets here as well. 36K energy cap, that's pretty good. But the real stuff that you want to go for eventually is in the deep space. This is a level 5 or level 4 planet with 74K energy cap because I've leveled it up a bunch. However, the natural defense is 50. So when the defense is below 100, that means that you need less than the energy required to steal this. So if someone attacked this planet right now, it's 74K energy, but the defense is cut in half, which means they only need to send 74, half of that. So they need to send like what, 38, 39, let's say 40,000 energy to be safe, and then it would be stolen. So that's why the deep space, they're much more valuable targets, much more bigger planets, but they're easier to take from you. So that's why you want to like level up defense sometimes or not. That's where the balance comes into play. So I hope this was helpful. I hope it answered some questions on capturing your first planet or capturing other planets in general. I may make some more tutorial videos at some point. Yeah, best of luck out there.